What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jose Insane P. Let's see what's going on with this kid, man. Flashing money and got gunned down, man. That's why you can't be doing all that in 2026. Dropping locations, flashing money on Instagram, and dropping locations and all that. You can't be doing all that, man. Let's see what's going on.
Sh0t teen Tyson, Michael Goodsell, 7. Sh0t teen Tyson, Michael Goodsell, 17, was found dead after posting an Instagram photo showing himself with a massive bag of cash. Police said he was shot hours later after his vehicle crashed into a North Mankato townhouse. Officers were dispatched around 11 p.m. after reports of gunshots in the area. Investigators have identified a 2010 Chevrolet Impala, believed to be connected to the case, and his death is being investigated as a homicide with no arrests made.
Before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah. Guys came here to say it never bothered anybody gets a good kid who comes from a decent home, play football. It never bothered anybody gets into trouble to the point where his life was mysteriously taken within hours of a social media post. This story has been brought to our attention to shed light on it, where some say he was innocent, just wanted to make money and be himself. Others are saying there's a far more sinister side to it, where the looks could be deceiving, and behind a young Minnesota teen lies deception, money, and possible crime. However, his loved ones say that that's not what it is, and Tyson worked hard for his money, stayed to himself, hit the gym, and was eager to become a man. Perhaps the eagerness may have been one of the sole reasons why he's no longer here. The attack on his life wasn't random, and it's alleged there's a young female involved that may know more details on it than she's exposing, or may have had something to do with Tyson's demise by the way of a setup. Right now we don't know, but what we do know is a 17-year-old kid is no longer here over nothing. And his father have also pointed out that he believes his son was set up as well, and as we find out what happened to him, it definitely was a targeted situation where the suspects knew exactly what they were coming for. Now before we get into it, let me just say this. Once you participate in the streets, or even look like you are in any way, shape, or form, you have to be prepared with what comes with it. A lot of guys lost their life trying to act like they're a part of something they really wasn't, and when the energy they attracted actually came back to haunt them, the pressure was too much. And I think the perfect way to explain this is this. Imagine wearing a fake chain and going to the club. You got guys who are hungry and see anything like that as an opportunity to eat. So let's say they see you, try to rob you for your chain, and in the process, you get shot. The suspect who's trying to get some money for that chain would take it to a pawn shop, only to realize that it was a fake chain in the first place, so he did all that for nothing. But then you also got to realize that now you're shot over a fake chain, and there's a possibility that you may lose your life. And once again, all over a fake chain. You understand why I made that comparison in a minute, but in the meantime, we're going to get into the video where a 17-year-old kid was shot in the head just hours after making a social media post. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
The hate is real, y'all. There's real haters out there. There's some real broke motherfuckers that are willing to do anything, man.
17-year-old Tyson Goodsell, aka Tyson G, was a resident of North Mankato. He played football, worked a job, attended school, and loved to go to the gym. His friends will all describe him as a chill friend who didn't bother anybody, but liked to dress and take pictures with money he made from working. Goodsell worked the closing shift at Papa Murphy's Pizza Shop in North Mankato, where he finished around 9 p.m. Saturday night. It said that after his shift, he would stop to take a picture with what appeared to be a duffel bag full of money, visibly seeing stacks of hundreds and 20s inside the bag as he posted it to Instagram. It would be this picture that many believe will lead up to what happened next, as shortly after he would be shot while making his way home, and he wasn't too far from his residence.
Know exactly what happened. He posted that shit, his location, whoever was watching him posting his Instagram or whatever, know exactly where that place was, and he probably did it on live like a dumbass. No, let me take that back. Not like a dumbass. The kid is a kid, man. He didn't know what the hell he was doing, man. Somebody saw the post, saw a bag full of hundreds and twenties, and they said, "Oh, that's the warehouse behind. That's behind that warehouse on such and such street. Let's go see if we could." Boom. Once they got there, they probably spotted his car, followed him, and you already know what happens next.
Report from an online news article from KSTP will state, quote, "The North Mankato teen homicide victim, who was shot before crashing into a townhome on Saturday night, has been identified as 17-year-old Tyson Michael Goodsell, according to police. As of Tuesday morning, investigators are still searching for a silver 2010 Chevrolet Impala that may have been observed traveling through the area. They are asking residents on Pleasant View Drive, Northridge Drive, and the surrounding neighborhoods to review any available home surveillance video. Officers responded Saturday at about 11:03 p.m. to the area of Pleasant View Drive and Willow Lane after reports of gunshots. A short time later, police said that they also got a call regarding a car that crashed into a townhome on Willow Trail. Goodsell was found inside the vehicle, and officers started life-saving measures before he was taken to a nearby hospital. He passed away a short time later. North Mankato police say they believe the shooting was not a random act, but said there is no known threat to the public at this time.
17-year-old North Mankato teen was fatally shot in his car over the weekend.
It happened at the intersection of Willow Trail and Pleasant View Drive late Saturday night. Tonight, KUIC's Evan Berg has the latest on the investigation and what we're learning about Tyson Goodsell from those who knew him.
A North Mankato neighborhood is still processing after 17-year-old Tyson Michael Goodsell was shot and killed near Pleasant View Park on Saturday night. People who live near Willow Trail and Pleasant View Drive in North Mankato say they awoke to the sound of 4 loud pops around 10:50 Saturday night. They thought they were fireworks at first, but soon it was clear. It was gunfire. One resident on Willow Trail says after the shots woke him up, he heard a loud boom. That's when something crashed into his home. Soon after, he saw headlights and smoke. Thinking his garage was on fire, he rushed out to find a car had backed into the side of his house. Inside, there was a teenager with a gunshot wound. Goodsell's family tells KUIC Goodsell had just finished closing up the store at Mankato's Madison Avenue Papa Murphy's an hour before the shooting. Police say they began life-saving measures at the scene. When officers arrived at 11:03 and the teen was taken to Mayo Clinic Health System, Mankato, where he later died. To honor Goodsell's memory, classmates and neighbors have been leaving flowers at a makeshift memorial at Pleasant View Park. Goodsell was an incoming senior at Mankato West, who plays for the football team and who is known to live in the area. Investigators say they do not believe the shooting was random, and classmates of Goodsell claim he was being bothered by an unnamed group of people. The police say there is no known threat to the public. In North Mankato, Evan Berg, KUIC News Now.
As of right now, no suspects have been named. Anyone with information is urged to call North Mankato Police at 507-625-7883 and ask for Lieutenant Brian Gangelhoff or Investigator David Von Verge.
Now here's where things get interesting. As the father of Tyson would respond to his son's death on Facebook, he would address it from his personal page first, stating, quote, "Yes, my son was shot in the head last night. Anyone with info direct message me ASAP. Rest in peace, Tyson Goodsell. Wish we could have had that talk, man. You know your daddy loves you. This dude gonna have a hard time in prison, and it ain't even gonna be on me. My name holds weight, and his butt effed up. I don't know why God keep taking everyone and leaving me." Now his father also owned a barbershop, and from that barbershop page on social media, he will also sing a different tune when it comes to his son's death, where in the first post, he would state, quote, "My kid didn't deserve this. He worked and hit the gym. My boy was becoming a man and died for his respect. Rest in peace, my strong boy. Your dad is still proud of you. Rest in peace, Tyson Goodsell." Now in the next post, he would allege that a girl may have had something to do with his son being set up and also provided a screenshot of messages from what looks like Snapchat where she admitted that she was on the scene. First, the father's post would state, quote, "This Mina girl better walk in the police station and say everything she knows right now if she knows what's good for her or she just is guilty. Please share." Now the messages would state, quote, "It was Jackson's car. I know, Mina. I had no idea anything was gonna happen. I know you didn't know. I'm not blaming you. Are you okay? He's only 17. I know." Now it seems like to me when she says it was Jackson's car, she's referring to that 2010 Chevrolet that the police are looking for. When she said it's Jackson's car, that had to be somebody else equivalent to the other car, which was driven by Tyson. And this will also prove that whoever Mina is, she was present with him during the shooting because she even admitted to it in the messages and said that she didn't know anything about anything. But it seemed like the little bit that she do know, maybe the police will want to know as well. Now aside from just the messages alone, when you pay attention to the pictures he took just 2 hours before his death, either he had a tripod with him or these were taken by somebody who was present.
Somebody was with
So
him.
the $1 million question is who? And why did they leave the scene instead of telling law enforcement everything that they knew? Now I found another article based on the situation that will also allude to there being someone else present during the shooting, as the article would state, quote,
Yeah, that's
"Cops are saying
somebody.
the shooting
That's
that left a
somebody taking
17-year-old
pictures.
slumped in a crashed car absolutely was not random. Somebody deliberately put a bullet in this kid named Tyson Goodsell before his ride crashed near Willow Trail. Officers got the call for gunfire late Saturday in a normally chill residential pocket near Pleasant View Drive and Willow Lane, but the scene they actually found was a nightmare. A vehicle smashed up near the townhomes with the teen inside suffering from a gunshot wound. They raced him to the hospital, yet nothing could be done and he died, sparking a wave of grief online as friends posted memories while authorities still haven't officially confirmed his identity. The non-random detail is what sticks because it completely changes how you look at the records. This wasn't a stray bullet or wrong place, wrong time chaos, but something intentional that ended with a car crash. Investigators are now digging through surveillance footage from houses and businesses, and they've specifically flagged the silver Chevrolet Impala that was in the area, believing that vehicle holds answers about who crossed paths with Tyson and why it escalated to M. What happened in that car before it veered off and stopped for good remains locked behind the silence of whoever was there. Now, if you pay attention to what it said whatever happened inside the car, which means that they have reason to believe that whatever took place may have took place inside of the car, sounding like they believe
shit.
that he was shot in the car first, and then that's what led to the wreckage. Not sure, just going based off what the article is saying. Now, throughout social media, although you have
Yeah, but they'll know that when they do the medical examiner, how the trajectory of the bullet, on which side it entered and exited. They'll know if somebody shot him from in the car or from the back or from the side. So all that's gonna come out in the medical examiner.
bunch of people saying that Tyson was this loving, caring, hardworking kid. You have others that feel he couldn't have been so innocent because if he worked at a pizza shop and was a 17-year-old student, then where did he get all that money?
Because he was
And I
probably
get it.
going to college.
Also, this is not the 90s, y'all.
He was probably going to go to college, and the college probably gave him the bag to sign him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. NDA, you know what I'm saying? The players be getting paid now, whatever they call that shit, where the players get paid. NIL. He might have had an NIL deal, and a college gave him a bag, and then he got a bag to go to sign to that college. That's how they do it. The agents, they give him the family and them a bag to get him to go to that college. Who knows? Maybe that's how he got the money. I doubt this kid was a big dope boy or something in his town. I highly doubt that.
It's 2026, where you have kids in high school, sometimes even junior high school, making more money than teachers legally. Whether it's through YouTube, or whatever social media platform, crypto, selling courses, etc. The point is that we're living in times where young kids have more than, or even just as much money as some of these adults. So we can't just jump to conclusions and allege that the money he had came from anything illegal. Now, should he have shown the money on social media?
Nope.
Yes and no. As adults, we know that flashing money in the streets can lead to hate, jealousy, envy, and even people wanting to take what you have and going to the furthest extent to do so. all over a little bit of money. But does it make it okay? No. And remember that he was a kid himself, so of course, he wanted to show off a little money for whatever reason. We all been through it. But if you ask me, it definitely seemed like a setup from whoever was close. I believe someone was in that car with him. That's just my opinion. He gets off work at 9 p.m., takes the picture shortly after, and then right after that, he's unalive. All within the span of just 2 hours. Someone knew he had that money. Someone may have even been present. So I believe there's someone else involved, but we just have to let the police do their job, and we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, rest in peace to Tyson G. Condolences to his family, and y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.
Yeah, this sound like a setup. And that bag that he had, that could have been, like I said, colleges do that. They go to these kids' homes because they want to recruit them to go to their college, and they'll talk to the parents and they'll give them a bag, some money. They'll give the parents money. They'll give the kids money to get them to sign to the college. I'm not saying that's the case, but it could be a possibility that that's how he got that money. And should he have been stunting, showing it off? No, that was a big mistake. And it looked like there was somebody with him taking the pictures. So we just gotta wait and see what the medical examiner say the trajectory of the bullet, if it was the bullet wound was from the side or from the back, or how it entered and exited. That's how they know if somebody shot him from inside the car, outside the car, or whatever. But like the guy said, I believe somebody was with him in the car, shot him. That's when he crashed, and then they took his money and took off in that other car that they caught that they caught driving by or whatever at the scene. So I don't know. We're just gonna wait and see on this one. But it sounds to me like somebody was with him and shot him, took his money, and set him up. That's what it sounds like. And that money, I highly doubt this kid was a drug dealer. He was a ball player, probably come from a good family. You know what I'm saying? He was probably getting ready to go to college. You know, he was a running back. Yeah. This sounds very, very suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying? But they won't know until they get the medical examiner's report. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'm definitely gonna keep close eye on this one, man. All right, y'all. Peace out. Y'all have a good one. On to the next one.